Breaking through the cloud cover on soft 5 ground. They're off and racing to the first of the day. Kleva Conned, Buckland first of them to leave. They head off RWWA comfortably. Knight driving back across the heels and the hindquarters of Universal Impact, who's just a little wide but working up to join Buckland in a race where no one's that desperate to lead. And settling down last is Perthracing Royal. Over into the back, Pat Carberry took hold of Buckland. Buckland's chewing steel here. He's got his neck arched there. He wants to run a bit. Pat wants to lock him down at the 1300. Buckland 3/4 of a length clear. Running second, Universal Impact. A length and a half to Kleva Conned, which sits up there travelling third. 3/4 Knight settled beautifully against Nottle. Travels fourth out onto the riverside of the course. RWWA back over on the fence and back with it as well as Perthracing Royal. It'd spot the leader no more than 3.5 to 4. Buckland still well held. He's got a choker hold of Buckland here as they come midway down the riverside of the track. 8:50 left to go. Buckland going about half pace at the moment from on the outside. Universal Impact. A length and a half to Kleva Conned down on the inside. Now Nottle has followed young Rocky Chung every step of the way with Knight, followed by Perthracing Royal, who's second last, and dropping out now is RWWA. They reach the 500 towards the turn, and Buckland should have a little bit to offer too, because he hasn't had to do a tap in front. Buckland by almost a length. Universal Impact now being called upon. At the moment, no run Kleva Conned, but we'll see the cutaway shortly. Knight to the outside from Perthracing Royal, and back in behind them RWWA. Buckland's the leader. They'd balanced up at the 250. Buckland, Kleva Conned gets a rails run. Universal Impact. Knight now comes on. Knight out near the middle of the course. Kleva Conned back against the inside. Kleva Conned, Knight will fight it out. Kleva Conned doing a bit the better. Took the short way home, and Kleva Conned has got the money. Kleva Conned won from Knight. Buckland behind those then Perthracing Royal. Back with it as well there is Universal Impact, who didn't offer much whatsoever, and back with it was RWWA. So Kleva Conned around the 750 mark SP from the yard of Ash Maley, ridden by Tash Faithful, takes out race 1. Second victory in 18 runs. And 447 days since the last one. Had a very economical run throughout for Tash. Saw that cutaway, drove through. Holly Nottle had given Knight every conceivable. Buckland was beaten off into third placing after just loping around there at its own leisure. Universal Impact was really disappointing. RWWA was never likely after getting back when they were turning the race into a sprint. Kleva Conned by Snippet Son from Clever Keza, owned by Ash Maley, C. Pierce, T. Churston, C. Woodcock, H. Anderson, G. Jones, R. Smith, handled by Tash Faithful. Beats home number 3, Knight, by Extravagant from Dark Miss, Matt Scott, Holly Nottle. Third, number 4, Buckland, by Sessions from Nor'easter, Fred Kersley, Pat Carberry. Half a length by 1 3/4 in 1:53.50. It was just a jog trot affair. Home in 36.36, not a lot to take out of the first event quite clearly, but the numbers are 5, 3, 4, 6. Race 2, it will be a pay 1-2 once again when they jump at 4 minutes after 2 o'clock. The Lawn Pride Australia Handicap, over 1,000 metres for the next event on the card. No changes to come there. Let's go back downstairs and with Lockie, as we take you there. It's been a good couple of weeks too, including a Gero Cup for Ash Maley. He's down there after winning one here at Ascot early on in the day.
That is, Darren. Thank you very much. Great to see the Maley stable back in some form as Ash joins me now. Ash, Kleva Conned, what have you made of her preparation thus far, and did you come into today with any degree of confidence?
No, I didn't come in with any confidence. It wasn't an overly strong field, but I actually thought she would have needed to run at this distance before she would hit her tops. So Tash gave it a really economical ride. We've got a beautiful cart up there, and we were looking for that cutaway. If the cutaway wasn't there, I'd say we were in a bit of trouble. But yeah, no, it was good to see her, and the horse should improve off that. She's a big girl, and if she can get some clear room, I think she'll just continue on with the form.
Her only win prior to this afternoon was over 1,100 metres. How long have yourself and the team thought that she could win over this type of trip?
Yeah, well, we wanted to get her up to the 1,800 as soon as we could, this prep. So, as you know, I don't like trialling very often. So they they're usually their first run's a bit of a, just a guide as to where they're at. We've had our fair share of first up winners, but we're sort of really just trying to guess where they're at that time.
Hard Solo goes around later today in race number 6. Does she run out the mile?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident she'll run out the mile strong. She's a good filly. She hasn't had the best of luck, but today she should be right in it.
Nice way to start the day. Well done.
Thanks very much.
There's Ash Maley after the win of Kleva Conned. Got the beautiful run in the box seat. Scott followed Buckland, who was just able to do enough to get Kleva Conned into the corner, and once the cutaway appeared, Tash Faithful was obliged to take that cutaway, and from there Kleva Conned was able to do enough to hold off a fast finishing, well, not so much fast finishing, but Yalda Knight late.
Oh, Yalda Knight was finishing off the race. That's about all we can probably give him credit for there, Lock. But for Matty Scott, it would have been a good result. He actually jumped favourite in the end, Yalda Knight, the 20-start maiden, which was a show in terms of the quality and depth of this race. But you're right, without the cutaway here, Kleva Conned probably gets dragged back at the top of the home straight following Buckland, and that's the difference between winning and losing. So she's able to take advantage of the conditions of the day, the cutaway rail, and she gets the job done here today. 5, 3, 4 and 6 pays $7.30 and $3.30. Even money a ticky and a pay 1-2 there, half a length back was Yalda Knight, and then no third dividend. But the favourites were both disappointing. Universal Impact was the first one to come under pressure from the breeze outside of Buckland, and Red Rye never really got into the race. 3 back the fence in the field of 6, and Cass Martin did the right thing, got off the inside, tried to cut away through the field, but wasn't quite the same horse that we saw down there at Albany last start. 5, 3, 4, 6. Tash Faithful is going to join us now to chat about this galloper, and we'll ask her about Wild Promise as well. Ted Martinovich has got a 2-year-old going around against the older horses, coming up with only 53 kilos. But Tash joins us now. Kleva Conned, Tash, not the strongest race of all time, but hey, you still get paid as a winner.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's actually a credit to Pat Carby because he just set such a beautiful, genuine tempo out there, and so many races lately they've been stacking and racking in front, and it's just nice to be able to get my horse in a nice rhythm, and she let down accordingly.
From about the 600-metre marker onwards, no doubt you were thinking, when's that cutaway rail coming?
Yeah, she definitely picked up the bridle and was ready to let down, but yeah, she showed me a really good turn of foot today.
Also a credit to her and to Ash, because for first time at 1,800 metres as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, to look at her, you would think that she would stay. She's big and quite scopy, so hopefully that she gets a bit of confidence and she can keep moving forward and win some more races.
Not often that you see a 2-year-old filly going around an all-age maiden, but Wild Promise has been going well.
She has. She hasn't been beaten very far, so hopefully with the 53 and nice draw, she'll be right in it.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
There's Tash Faithful. She continues her wonderful form in the saddle. This time she combines with Ash Maley and Kleva Conned to take out race number 1 here at Ascot.